I'll also try to clearly call for each group when it's time for them to be in the area and ready. Group A is getting ready now and reporting to the start area. Group A getting ready. Who's running music, Amara? You're fine. Live stream crew, if we're ready, we can go live, and as soon as the first group's getting ready to come up.
I spent a couple years just as like a pure sprinter. This year I'm trying to be
I think we're. Gavin, Alex, Rocco.
Group A, now to the ready area. Group A, up first, Gavin and Alex in our first heat. All riders in Group A to the ready area. Gavin and Alex on track first. Kai and Rocco are on deck.
Are they live streaming?
I don't know. I just yelled at him on Discord and over the mic. Yep, we're live. We're good.
Do I have the draw? Somewhere. Are the draws?
You want me just to put it behind my back? Put fingers behind my back?
Yes.
I'm not very good. I saw him last in the office. Sorry.
We're gonna go home. Alex, is this one of yours?
That one is mine, yes.
And my nationals are
Ah. And the only problem you're here.
Up to the rail, guys. All right, welcome. This is our final competitive session for the weekend for Junior Takeover. Sprinting specialty. Time for every one of our youngsters to go out for some match sprints. We've got some 3-up groups we're going to see today. Our first couple of riders will be our first 2 matchups in Group A. So we took our flying 200-meter times and we've seeded them into some groups. This is our top 8 times today in Group A. Seed 1 versus Seed 8. We got Alex up in front during position 1, and right behind him is Gavin in their first matchup today. We'll be running this like a quarterfinal, semifinal, major, and minor final. Everyone gets 3 rides, but it will be ridden like a standard sprint tournament format for our upper 2 groups. So Group A and Group B will be run 3 rounds in a quarterfinal, semifinal, and then a major final sort of format. Again, sort of simulating a traditional sprint tournament. The rider up against the rail with the fastest time from the day. So he'll get the best seed, seed number 1 overall in this group. That's Gavin Newman. Winners from this round will advance in that direction of that major final, and will try to be within their respective groups on top of the so-called podium. This will be some good simulated racing for our juniors today. Newman takes the front position as Alex will fall right behind. Pretty much on top of him right now, not leaving a lot of run-up room. Both riders taking a pretty good quick lap. We did ask our riders before we started. We've got a lot of juniors to go. Please don't make a showboat of going slow on a lap. Let's keep it moving. So Newman showing the way here. Alex matching speed nicely through the first turn. Both riders starting to ramp it up a little bit. Into not up to speed just yet. Nice move from the front from Newman. But out of the saddle. Alex matching speed for most of that acceleration, and right at the end, Newman just has a little bit more push in that last 10%. He's starting to pull away, showing what it looks like to have the fastest time today, the flying 200s. Next group's coming up. Rocco, up, let's go. Oh, I don't know. Who's doing draw?
Oh, I'm coming. Zach, would you like a chair?
Bib 145 in the red and the black. Kai getting a really quick time today, too. He's our second overall seed today, going up against local Rocco Alexander, who draws for lane 1 in front.
You guys are up next. Who's gonna draw? Gavin there. Nice ride.
Again, the faster time currently in second position out of the flying 200, so a slight advantage here. This is seed 2 versus 7. Junior racing all weekend long. We did our flying 200 meters starting earlier today before starting up the stream and recording these races for you. So these riders will all seeded into groups. We've got 5 groups organized. So Group A, B, C, D, and E. Very creative, I know. The first 2 are 8-rider groups racing in this kind of traditional sprint format where we'll call it the quarterfinal round, the semifinal round, and then that final round to sort out the places. Everyone else is racing a little bit more like a round robin. We'll try to use the first 2 rounds to determine our top 3 and put them into a 3-up race at the end to help sort out the top of the field. Rocco's still in the front position, waiting for the move from Kai. Looking like he was going to engage a move there in turn 1, but Kai just takes the front position. A lot of hesitation through the turn. Kai had the window to just kind of make an attack, decided to sit on, waiting to the back half of the track, still waiting for the move. Alexander right behind Rocco, should say, is still waiting. The track getting awfully short here. Now comes the acceleration from Rocco around the corner. Kai thinks better jump from him. And it'll be enough for the rider on the inside.
He's smart. He's rolling. Who's our next?
William and David. I don't know these kids.
Gavin.
William Wong, 308 in position 1. Riding for the Jerry Baker Juniors. Right behind him, and that's David Avery in second position, 4:53.
Move a little faster. We gotta get rolling.
Neutral does always win. Neutral doesn't beat.
Yeah. Tendo and Rune.
I don't know what's going on.
Are you Noah? Yeah. Okay, you're with
Well, I now have blasting music in my ears, so I'm doing good.
Perfect.
They're next.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Did I disconnect some wrong?
Out of the 200 meters, it's William Huang, the rider in black and blue with a little bit faster finishing time. This is seed 3 versus 6. Avery on the outside, watching the movement here. Following the rail, just kind of keeping it nice and calm as Williams moving around a little bit, flinching up and down, trying to get some kind of reaction. Well-measured movement from the rider in second position, just keeping it calm, waiting for his timing.
Entertain me. Too slow.
Huang looks like he was going to go to the left again, just trying to get some sort of movement or reaction out of the rider in second, but doesn't look like he's going to get anything. And now it's just up to speed down the back straight. Huang's got the lane and the better direction down to it, so he'll take the short lane first. Good advantage for him. Ooh, getting in the slipstream, might have a chance to recover, but man, that's a long ways to go in a short amount of time. It won't quite work out.
Next group to the line. 308. Tendo and Rune.
Fourth and fifth seed now. Rutomko, bib number 3 in the front position. Tenemuku Nanana in the second position, number 19. Our last ride for Group A. Group B should all be here and ready to go. Group C is on deck. Very close in times today, these two. Well matched in top speed. This will be a tough ride for these two to decide who's going to continue on towards the top of the podium. Local rider Ru Tomko still in the front. Through the back half of the track, let's see if they choose to change position. Tendo riding high along the rail. Looks like she's not going anywhere. She's going to be consistent. It reminds me a little bit of the last matchup as the rider in front, our local rider, kind of dancing around a little bit, looking for reaction, watching over the right shoulder. Rider in the back just keeping it nice and calm and consistent, sort of ignoring the noise. Side by side almost here. Tomko pushing back a little bit on the pedals. Tendo will take the lead. Ru's got to get up to speed quick. It's a good jump from Tendo. Tendo's down into the sprinter's lane and several bike lengths up now on Ru. Caught them sleeping just a little bit and a really aggressive move out of turn 4. I think this will play really well. She's not going to back off now, and this is going to make it tough for Ru to claw their way back into this heat. Starting to show a little bit of recovery here. You can see the speed from Tomko, but it just coming on maybe a bit late. Look at this recovery. Whoa! 19 will take it. Ru was running at that wheel. Juniors, Alex will help you with your draw. He's over here near the ready area. Just come on over before your heat is brought up. Thank you. We're now into Group B, our first heat. That's Maxim Smegley on the front right now for our first matchup in Heat B, or Group B, pardon me. 4 heats in this group, still run in a quarterfinal, semifinal, final round sort of format. So win to continue in your way towards that final for first and second. Bell's ringing with Smegly still in the front position. Riding a little high on the track in the middle of the back straight, trying to save a little elevation, but won't really make use of it as he'll dive into turn 3. Smegly still in the lead of the lap. Here comes the effort to come around the corner, and decent matchup sprint here to the line. It'll go to the junior on the inside, though.
Like, what's interesting is that, like, the way the bracket is set up, the right matchup for the next round, it's in the wrong order. The East. Like, your C should always go first, right? But it's not how it's set up. It's not even set up third. It's the third.
Okay.
Still in our B here, B group, second heat now on the track. Triple Shot Cycling leading out the lap right now. Bell ringing, one to go. Starting to roll it up a little bit into turn 1. Just above the blue line, both riders going down to the crack around in turn 1 and 2. Just waiting for the acceleration now. The dip down into turn 2. Triple Shot still on the lead of the lap. Well, good covering here in turn 3. I'm starting to see some recovery out of the Jerry Baker Jr. rider. Stay in the slipstream just long enough to get that shot around the corner. Oh, will not be able to climb that challenge. Just a little too much speed out of the rider in the front position. But nice work there, making it a tough race all the way to the end. Ryder Carlson, number 316 in the front position. Sean Gata, 412, right next door. Carlson trying to dance around a little bit here, and Sean is mostly unimpacted. Sean Gata still here on the front coming into turn 1. They swapped from when we saw him last. The dive out of Carlson. Smooth acceleration down the back straight as Carlson's looking down to see where Gata's at. He's pretty close. He's got about a bike length of separation now. He just has to keep on the pedals. Gata making a good recovery, though. He's going to challenge him in turn Here comes the pass over in the turn, and he'll close this one down nicely. Group C to the ready area. Group C to the ready area.
So this is the final race of Group B? Okay.
Group C is now to the ready area. Group D on deck.
Then I need another chip.
So Matthew, Arden, and Gavin are up first.
Your last rider in the B group. Two of our out-of-towners side by side here coming into the turn. Looking over the left shoulder, knowing the attack is coming from behind, and there it is. The lane is taken from the rider in second position. Although our triple shot rider repositions slightly ahead and now takes the lane back in the front. That's an aggressive move. It's going to get the opportunity for this pass over in turn 4. And that is how it's going to play out. Group C, we're getting started with our first group of 3. There's 3 heats in this group for a total of 9 riders in a round-robin format. So do well in both of your first 2 races, and we'll try to get you into the third round's fastest finishers. So that'll be a way to figure out who our top 3 are, essentially. We'll do the same with our next 2 groups as well, Group D and Group E, both with 12 riders each. Some big separation here in our first group. A sprint at the front, though, for the front 2 positions. The sprinter lane looks like it's going to be well taken care of here, though. Nice finish. D group. Get you coming on up. D group. E is on deck. E, we should be getting ready. Group E should be getting ready. Looks like St. Clair, one of our three here in the blue at the front of the group right now. Again, this is being run like a round robin for these juniors. So everybody, again, still gets their 3 rides today. If you do well in the first 2 of the round robin, we're going to try to place you into that speedy 3rd ride to sort the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of each groups out as best as we can. As best as we can, I say. St. Clair starting to front there as it looks like Javi in 2nd in the lineup right now. And then there's Oliver. Starts to accelerate at the blue line. Latinsky taking over down the back straight here, is looking to overtake on the back straight and finds the front. Should be able to maintain that position all the way to the finish line. And that's Latinsky across the line first in his first ride today for the group. Group D upcoming next. Group E should be getting ready.
Mike, is this our last of Group C? Yes. Thank you.
Final group for Group C in their round robin, 3-rider round robin format. Getting it moving from the front is Lynch, number 15 now, down the home straight. Still in lead position as our group of 3. Closely matched so far. We saw our first 2 groups of 3 get pulled apart pretty quickly. Lynch still in control of the sprinters lane at the front. Losing a little bit of steam here to Triple Shot, but coming back into the lead position. Through the turn, showing some great endurance here. Can anybody get around? It looks like it's going to be the last move here that'll get the victory. A strong ride from the front despite the challenge from 2 riders behind. Still holding on to 2nd place. That was pretty tough to do. 2:11 comes around at the end for a nice finish. Times the attack just right. This is Group D. We've got 4 groups in Group D. Your first heat now at the rail.
Now you're all going to compete the same way. But
There is a plan here. So there is a plan if they were seeing it. So the team has to be similar.
Yep. Already matched.
Today's first round was seeded based on time, so these riders should be in the finishing order right next to each other. So from their finishing times from the Flying 200, the first round of the round robin has the potential to be pretty competitive here. Again, our riders that finished similar times here matched up in this group. 2 of the Jerry Bearcoot Jr. riders start to take off through the turn. Looks like Fuller getting in behind the wheel of the teammate. Both riders flying down the back straight now. The better you finish in each round of the round robin, though, the better chance you have in being in the most competitive position at the end of it. You're going to be fighting in the fast heat at the end. Renna trying to get a little bit more to come around. It just won't happen. Great finish there. Next group, come on up. This is third of 4 heats in Group D. One more for Group D. Group E should be coming up now. Group E. All Group E riders, come on over. Group E. All riders to the ready area. Group E. Group A, we're coming back to you pretty quick, so be ready. We're coming back to the top of the order pretty fast. Group E is called over. If I sound a little less knowledgeable than usual, it's because I don't have a start list, so I don't know everybody's name. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. No, I haven't been here like teaching clinics all weekend like somebody I know. Our group of 3, this is again still in Group D, so our third of 4 groups. All kind of at the blue line and a pretty quick first lap, very lined up. Starting to fan out as we hear the bell along the home stretch. And looking over the right shoulder is our lead rider, number 22. Maintaining pace for the last about 600 meters or so as we get through the turn. There's the acceleration down the hill on turn 2. And your rider in lead position will maintain it with a big move there. Down into turn 3, looking very much in control of this race. And our last heat from Group D. To the rail, please.
That makes more sense.
I tried to build a... Yes, that makes more sense. But then even now,
That sounds right. Yes. And there should be a rider.
comparatively to the other riders.
This is our final competitive session for Junior Takeover 2025. It's been a great weekend of educational opportunities. Our coaching staff for the Jerry Baker Juniors team has been on hand and around helping these kids all weekend long, giving tips, advice, helping them learn about our track in particular, which is even more valuable on a year where we're hosting nationals once again. And you'll get to see plenty more junior sprints here later this summer if you come back and watch any of the USA Cycling Junior Track National Champs right here on our velodrome. Getting up to good speed here as the bell's ringing. Nice to see a fast group here heading down through their second lap. Ooh, Stella in the front. Sophia in the colorful helmet trying to come back into this one. Ooh, the attack's coming. The speed's on its way. Won't be quite enough. Stella holds out. Nicely done. This is our first heat of Group E. I think. I'm one group ahead. This is our last heat of Group D. Group E is on deck to start our next heat. We're doing this a little bit pen and paper, so I slightly misspoke how we put this together, but I did confirm Zach's helping me run things over here, one of our officials, and It makes sense. This is the system you'd want to have, is that as we go further along, theoretically, the speed of the groups will get closer and closer. So right now we are take these groups and try to spread out their times fairly equally. So you might see, as we saw in a lot of these 3-up groups, a rider that looks quite a bit stronger or has a pretty good advantage against some of the other riders. With each ride, that's going to get less and less so as we will sort of sort things out and put them into more competitive groups as the time goes on. So we're doing our best with that over these rounds. This is our last group of 3 in Group D. Kind of bunched up here in the turn. Whoa, Joshua on the big turn over the outside of the group, all the way around. And it looks like it'll pay off for him. The fight's still going, though, and he's going to get passed over in turn 3 here. Nice work for the Jerry Baker Jr. heat here. And now we'll go into Group E. So this is our final grouping, 4 heats in the round robin format. Our first heat in Group E away now. Group A, you're on deck. Group A on deck. We got this down to a pretty quick flow right now. We're moving through groups fast. So Group A, time to get your stuff ready. You are on deck. Some of our youngest riders here this weekend will be featured here in a little bit. We'll see one more great group in their first round here for Group E. This is our first round for everybody before getting into round 2 and back up to Group A. Evan in the under position now has the best advantage to the lane, kind of controlling the landscape at the moment on the hill. He's got one teammate above him just in front of him, and one of our visiting juniors right behind them both. A rider in red and orange. Great acceleration into turn 3. And a great finish here to start things off for Group E. Our second heat now. 2 more heats after this before we go back to the top of the order. Another group of our Jerry Baker Juniors here in this heat. Your front two all lined up here down the back straight. That's Maya ready, trying to come around the red line there just above, and we'll take the first round for this group. And our racing age 8 youngest rider today, Caden's coming across the line. Two heats remain, the one on the rail and one more after that in Group E. Group A, just about ready. We have all riders over to the ready area, please. If you're not over here, looks like I see Group A all ready to go. Group B, it's not long till we'll bring you back up as well. Please be ready. Everybody at the blue line waiting for the first move, all lined up. Everybody's got a left-hand turn to that sprint lane. Still shortening the lap a little bit here. The move comes all the way from the third position as they sort of flatten out on the back half of the track. Still triple shot in the lead, but here comes the second attempt through turn 4. And your rider at the front will hold on all the way through the final 200 meters. Back to the top of our order. This is Rue Tomko, number 3. That's Alex right above, riding the rail currently in their first matchup today in this, what will be the semifinal round. Everybody guaranteed their 3 rides today. Both these riders getting beat in their first matchups. They're still on their way to fight overall for 5th through 8th. So they'll get sorted out one more time here. Winner will go on to ride for 5th and 6th. Second rider across the line will continue to race for 7th through 8th in Group A. Tomko on the lead of the lap still as we head onto the home straight. Alex starting to bring it up to speed a little bit. That Tomko to accelerate. Rue in charge at the front. On the back wheel now, starting to accelerate a little bit, but not enough to take over just yet. A little bit of a fight in turn 3, coming out of the lane. That's not going to do it yet, though. Tomko with good power at the front. Riding it from the front powerfully will be enough. David Avery in position 2, right behind Rocco Alexander. Same as we just were mentioning, this race will determine who is going to go for 5th and 6th, who's going to race for 7th and 8th in Group A. David still following. Battle of the West Coast here, our local junior in the black and blue in front. A lot of riders, of course, on the West Coast at our event. Plenty of competitors down from British Columbia and many coming up from California to compete. The California will make the jump here from the back wheel position before the bell's ringing. Kept Rocco sleeping a little bit there. Great position, good aggression. Now he's going to have to ride from that front position all the way around. Rocco playing a nice bit of acceleration here. Can he finish? Got to be able to close out. That's the tough part. And doesn't seem to have enough to do it. And that'll finish it out. Tendo Mukahanana, number 19. Joe's position number 1 against Gavin Newman. This will be a race determining who's going for 1st and 2nd and who's going to be going for 3rd and 4th in their group. Newman seeded 1 overall in the group today, so that's our currently off the back a little bit, about 3 bike legs back right now. Tendo with a slightly slower time from the qualifier, but a really smart competitor and a very experienced sprinter. She's going to make Gavin work for it here if he's going to race again for 1st and 2nd. Controlling the front. Tendo moves up a little bit up track and shortening the distance here as they head onto the home straight. So now the riders almost on top of each other. Tendo with a lot of experience as a junior in this event. Both at the blue, kind of casually dropping down the sprinter's lane. Neither rider fully engaged yet down between the black and the red. Tendo finally comes down to the sprinter's lane, but Newman, he's got really big power. He's going to make the jump at the end here. Is it going to be enough to close out and finish this? It looks like that'll do it. William Huang in front position, Kai Fan in second position. Your second seed is the rider in black and red. So our very fast finisher from the flying 200 meters up against Jerry Baker Jr., William Huang in front of him, who's styling himself to be a faster and faster sprinter himself every year. Been watching him develop on the skill sets here as a strong sprinter in his age group. Could be a very good matchup here between these two. Once again, to sort out who goes for first and second, up against Newman, and who'll be racing against Tendo for third and fourth overall in their category. Now, this is strictly speaking a simulated series of races for these juniors. This is not age-based. There's no other normal categorizations we're using today except for their flying 200-meter time. So actually kind of creating what might even be a more competitive environment for them than they might see in other situations. So hopefully really good training today for all these kids to get these kind of rides. We've also got, I know Alex is over here giving feedback as much as he can to these kids. Very experienced sprinter on our coaching team, on hand all day today to provide feedback and guidance to our competitors. And not just the Jerry Baker Jr. kids, but also our visitors, because that's part of the spirit of the Junior Takeover, is trying to give everybody as much information and build our riders as much as we can. Tight ride here down the back straight. Williams watching really close. He's got a good smooth acceleration way up and out of the saddle. He's just got to hold on to it now, because here comes the attack around the turn. Ooh, onto the home straight. Kai's going to find a little bit of power here from the front. Will it be enough? Kai will close it down. And that's again for category A for now. We're now into the B group, or B category, in their second round. This is Noah Barton, number 619 in the front position. Owen Chen, 624 right behind. One of the many riders for the triple shot cycling team. Group C should be getting ready to go here, because Group B is now up here. So Group C, you're going to want to be getting ready to go. It will not be long before you are up and called. Group C should be getting ready. Group B just now starting. They have 4 heats. This is a race to find who's going to go to 5th and 6th, and who will race for 7th and 8th. Your Victoria rider in the second position for triple shot, riding Noah Barton's wheel right now. Noah on the front, controlling pace and tempo, trying to make this about a 350, 400 meter ride for him from the front. You don't want to pass too early. This is a good timing from the rider from Victoria, trying to come out on turn 4 and do the pass, and that'll work well. Just enough there at the end to finish it out. Kind of in that area. Once you're in that, that's kind of the critical zone. And you're around there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ryder Carlson is rider number 316 in this group. Currently at the front. 427 is Cody Chang. So we got our Portland rider and our Jerry Baker Jr. Another ride to split between 5th, 6th, and 7th, 8th rides. Been a long weekend of racing here for the juniors. It's started back on Friday, where we did some clinics and some work with them in the morning to welcome them to the track as they into town and got ready for some racing. Our Friday night was actually a Friday afternoon, and they were a big part of that evening as well. Race yesterday, we did the International Omnium, which took a good chunk of time. Now today, of course, the all-day event that it is to prepare, do the 200-meter time trial, and then get out here for some sprints. We're in the middle of the second round of 3 for all of our riders today. This is Cody Chang still in the front position. Ryder Carlson's starting to run at him a little bit, but Cody's feeling the pressure. You'll keep on the lead position. Down the sprinter's lane. The challenge will from Ryder yet to come. He's holding on to the acceleration a little bit here. Now trying to time the pass through the turn onto the home straight. And I think Carlson's just got a little bit more power here to finish it out. Cody racing that nicely from the front. Gets beat at the end in a nice competitive ride for those two. This is our third of 4 heats for the B group. Maxim Smegli on the front. Right behind him is number 21, Grace Edwards. One more heat in Group B. Group C should all be ready to go now. Let's get Group C on over. If you're not here yet, Group C, come on over. Let's get you ready to go. Group C. Maxim in the lead spot for Grace. Both of them pretty close to the rail, although I think Grace Edwards a little bit higher position right now as they head into turn 3. Pretty similar positioning as they roll down into the flat of the home straight. Maxim keeping a close eye here. Trying to keep that rear wheel just in front of the front wheel is kind of where it looks like the two of them how want to position this. Almost on top of each other as they head into the back straight. Neither rider in the attack just yet, just rolling things up. Maxim's just going to start accelerating pretty smooth down into the turn. Grace is right there, just has to time. And I think despite the movement up track, Grace might have still gotten that one, even though she had to go pretty around.
Yeah, which one is it? Yeah, it was pretty close.
So actually, Max does hold on to take the heat, but by relegation, Grace Edwards will win that one. So Edwards, your winner from that previous heat. Maxim Smegli receiving the relegation for coming out of the sprinter's lane while the sprint was engaged.
Can you cite chapter and verse on the book?
The only thing I haven't done my shows on the non-racing side. I can just put here and double dip. I can just hold the mic.
It's like, actually, it would just be more efficient. Like, nobody needs to, you don't need a fish to make more. You're just going to call it.
Immediately make a call. Like, just always make me sense.
Sangata speeding things here with lots of track still to go. Making this a fast first lap. Still holding acceleration. Gata in the higher position. Thinking about taking over. He'll reset a little bit, move up track. Riders now accelerating side by side. This is going to be tricky. Triple shot moves down to the sprinter's lane. And now for the move up and out of the sprinter's lane. Got it to the line. Oh, it'll be triple shot on the inside. A nice competitive heat there for these two. They made that one fun. Tim Wang racing that nicely will be your victor in that last round. That's going to be one of our 2 races for first and second, so it looks like it'll be Grace Edwards and Tim Wang going for first and second later on. Now into Group C. This is our group of 9 riders, so only 3 heats in this group. Looks like Sarah Lynch is going to start moving up towards the front here, with Javi being right on the wheel. Join the two locals out there. Matthew Ishikawa for triple shot is the rider in the third spot. This is round 2 of the round robin. Well, in the first 2 rounds, that's your best way to be facing off against the fastest riders in your group and be given the highest finishing position. So finish well here in this and continue to race towards first place. Nice jump from Ishikawa. Going to make this a pretty long sprint. He is not backing off the attack, and look at the gap he's opened up. Getting on top of his gear really nicely and trying to just keep it smooth and away from Lynch here, who now has to find some way to turn it up and close that gap down. It's going to be tricky, though, as Ishikawa's already so smooth and on top of it. Lynch starting to claw away at a little bit at this lead, but the jump out of turn 4 working out very nicely for Ishikawa. We've got Oliver Latinsky, number 627. Arden Lucier, number 616. Finlayson Blake, 451. Finlayson is the rider in the back right now. Right in front of him for Team Epic, that is Arden Lucier. Oliver Latinsky on the inside position, also serving kind of as the front of the group right now. Group D to the ready area if you're not already here. Group D should all be in the ready area if you're not already here. Group D to the ready area. Finlayson Blake with the jump. Watching his teammate do this. Thinking this might work well for him too. Latinsky, though, gets a little bit quicker response. Portland rider in a tough spot behind both of these speedsters. They're starting to pull away a little bit now. Latinsky down the back straight. We've seen all weekend. Really good speed from Oliver. Looks like you'll be able to put together another. If anybody has a sponsorship for like better wireless mics, I'll take it, by the way. If anybody. I thought Shure was a good company to go for, but I don't know. Rider in black and red, Julia Barna, joining in here with St. Clair, the rider in blue, number 17. Gavin Fairbanks in the black and the blue at the back position right now. Our last heat for Group C is now on track, on deck. We're going into Group D now, so our next group is getting ready. They've already pulled for position. Group D coming up next. Still in our second round of 3. Similar formation as we saw them about 200 meters ago. Barna and St. Clair next door, with Fairbanks behind. Not even a flinch as the bells ring, and everybody keeping it nice and calm here. St. Clair really trying to watch both lanes here, sort of playing guard dog from above and below. Fairbanks got to roll things up a little bit, maybe thinking about moving along the rail. St. Clair closed the door on that. So Fairbanks will take the under. Waiting for the riders to look to the right. Fairbanks is trying to time. When do I turn this left wheel and get in that sprinter's lane? On the front. Oh, Gabby's got a good run at it. This could be pretty good. Fairbanks holding this line well. Oh, it'll be all the way to the outside, I think. What a close sprint for these kids. Wow. I think that was our rider on the outside, just ahead of the inside position. I probably should be standing on the finish line if I don't want to make these calls. Wow. Our best heat of the day. Look at that.
Yeah, nice job. That close, huh? Gavin gets it. Nice.
Fairbanks is called the winner on that heat. Gavin with the win in a very close one. I like the aggressive move, and it plays off. Coach Alex likes the move, too. Aggression pays off in a 3-up. I like that advice. Maybe I should just put you on the mic. You can tell everybody. I'm right next to him. All right, continuing on. Now we're into Group D. Group D now on track. Our first of 4 heats in the second round. Round robin format. Do well. You continue to race toward the round 3 heat that will determine first, second, and third. Or at least theoretically.
I would not be off. I don't even know what's on track right now.
Clark starting to pull away here. Leader on the front as they started acceleration and looking like he's going to really take care of this particular race. Clark really taking control of this one. Nicely done. Our second heat now from Group D. Hazel Baker coming up to the front. Charlie Petard in the middle. Renna Fuller in position 3. Two more heats in Group D. Group E, please be getting ready. Group E, please be getting ready. Hazel Baker still on the lead of the lap. The rider right behind her. That's Petard in the pink and green. Fuller. So all in the same lineup they were at the rail when they started the race as they hit about 200 meters of distance closed so far. A little stretched out here as they come onto the home straight. Might look to collapse it down a little bit here, maybe shorten the distance. In this, when you're in these 3 riders on the track, if you're way in the back, it can be tough to recover from anything. But it'll be number 22 up on top of the move first. That's leaving a pretty big gap for Fuller to have to go close down. It might be a bit too much. Let's see on the back straight if she can start working up against this here. Still showing some good fight. It's a big gap to close, though. And that's Petard, number 22, taking the heat. Fuller making a good effort of trying to catch back up there. Helena Stedman, number 225 in the front position. Number 218 is Stella Cafiso. Owen Fuller is your third rider in this group. One more heat in Group D. Group E to the ready area if you're not already here. Group E should be heading to the ready area now. Group E.
Thomas.
Still, I believe that's still Stedman on the front. Look like they're in the same order that they left in. And Stedman will pick up the pace down out of turn 4, and everybody falling in single file. Stella Cafiso taking over at the front now, overtaking the teammate. Cafiso now in front of the lap, but Stedman being stubborn here, trying to hold on to that wheel just a little longer. Might have come out of the lane a bit early if she's trying to take back over at the front. Whoa, it'll be on the inside. Cafiso will take the ride. Your last heat for Group D now to the rail. Group E coming up next. Group A will be coming back up to you quickly for the third round.
He knows. He fist pumped. He heard it. Yeah, it was a.
This is Lola Warback, Sophie Avery, and Ben Zhang in the lineup. Ben at the front currently. I believe that's Avery in the middle. Warback at the back of the group. Ben's still on the lead, so they'll get kind of lined up like we've seen for the last couple of groups. And kind of hold that formation through the first 200 meters or so. Warback's starting to shorten things up a little bit as they move into turn 3. Sophie on the inside position. Triangle formation here as we hit the home straight. Ben looking left and right, trying to check the position of those front wheels. He can see both riders. Sophia will take the lane. It's wide open for her, so down she goes to the shortest lane on the track. Ben will follow. Warback positioning as well, about a bike length off the other two riders. This is looking pretty close as we get into turn 3. Now Ben finding some good power here. Is just going to take over in a big way. Looks like Ben's got this one. Sophia will find the line next. Group E. First heat come on it. This is our Group E riders. 4 heats in Group E before back to Group A in our final round. This is Royce Chan in the front, number 610. Sparsh Patel in the middle position. And Eva Magidson in position 3. Royce on the lead of the lap, still as they hit the 200-meter line. And the bell's ringing. Our riders still have Royce lined up at the front. Sparsh just a little bit off and to the right. Eva, there's a couple of bike lengths here to get even close to the slipstream. It's starting to lose a little bit of time here. Let's see as now we go down the back straight if Sparsh is going to try to pass all the way over here in turn 2. And I think that's going to be our finishing order. Nice ride for Sparsh Patel at the front of the group and all of our young riders here today. Round 2. We just got a couple more heats here before we're back to Group A in round 3. Thomas Godbout, number 613, up at the front. Maya Reddy, number 210, is in the middle. Ben Q, 630, in position 3.
Seems like
I
you're
love
jamming.
dancing. I love dancing. I love those backgrounds. So to go.
Maya Reddy on the lead of the lap and leading by several bike lengths now. Maya Reddy takes the ride nicely. And we will continue on with a couple more heats here in Group E. Group A to the ready area. Group A to the ready area, please. We are getting ready for round 3. Group A to the ready area. It's Nolan Chang, number 620 at the front for this group. 224 right behind him is Madalena Dodd. Evan Flaum, number 604, to make your group of 3. Our third of 4 heats in the group. One more heat before we'll restart at the top of the order. We are starting with Group A's ride for 7th and 8th.
It's one of the few times I can play Disney music and feel okay about it. It's a juniors event, right? Might as well swap to some Disney.
You've been 2 on them with your own.
Dodd on the lead of the lap by as they come down in here onto the home straight. You've got your third of 4 heats in the group. Dodd on the lead. The two Jerry Baker Jr. riders almost side by side now as they get ready for the fast part of the lap. Nolan Chang trying to challenge here, having a tough time getting all the way around, though. And it's going to be a shot from the front here. Warning to Madalena Dodd, 224, for coming up out of the lane. The sprinter's lane while the sprint was engaged. That's a warning to Dodd for exiting the sprinter's lane while the sprint was underway. Shoria Patel, number 629 at the front of this group. Cadence Edwards, 609 in the middle. And Diego Avery, 625, started in position 3.
Good job, Cadence.
Cadence takes the sprinter's lane to start off the sprint. Shoria keeping his eye on the right there at Avery, who's going to start moving things up. Down the back straight. Diego Avery taking over on Shoria Patel on his wheel. And the last jump coming in here. Shoria's trying to get this one in the final 100 meters and does a nice job closing it down. Back to the top we go. It's Group A. The ride for 7th and 8th in this category. Unlike a lot of junior competition, this is age-based, just based on their times in the Flying 200. So, again, big simulation here. It does set up great competition. I don't think 7th and 8th really means a whole lot today. It really is just, let's get out here and race a lot, get a lot of experience, go head-to-head with riders at similar speed and age as I am. But more so than in any other event, this one's really set up to be same speed. And this should be the best round for our top riders of the day, hopefully. So one more ride for everybody. We're in Group A. This is overall 7th and 8th in this category. Alexander Danux is 331 and currently in the front position. Rocco Alexander following him around the track right now. Group B should be ready to go here. We'll be calling you up soon. Alexander from the rail makes a nice jump here. Rocco taking control of the heat right now. Now Alexander on the front still is Rocco leading the lap. starting to set up a fairly early pass here with about 200 meters to go. The short lane should have advantage here. If Rocco can stay on it, this is going to be a pretty close one, but it looks like the rider on the outside just get a little bit in front as Danux will start to take over this one. And a nice ride for these two in their last competition today. .453 is David Avery. Right in front of Rutomko, number 3. In their race, what would be for 5th and 6th place in the category. Matching up one more time today. In fact, the first time these two will have matched up against each other. Another benefit of this format is getting a variety of competitors. Good material to review ahead of their next opportunity to sprint and compete potentially at Junior Nationals or at any other regional championship they may be going to in the coming months. There is no medal today for the slowest first 200 meters. We were looking for the fastest first 200 meters. Good try, though. It's actually been going really fast, thanks to all the kids in our team here. The teams have been communicating well and making sure everybody's ready. And, of course, our Jerry Baker Jr. team staff that are here helping out, really making sure this is going quick. And been running very smooth today. We're going to get through this third round in no time, so appreciate all that. Avery and Tomko side by side as they hit the home straight. Both starting to power things up a bit here. We're thinking about where to move next. We'll start to take some downward movement here and gets all the way down to the sprinter's lane. Ooh, here we go. Critical moment here. Next about 30 meters or so. Can Avery get back onto that wheel and make a pass happen? Ruse, they've got really good position. Just got to stay in control here. Avery challenging nicely, and I think Tomko will be able to finish this one out nicely.
Whoa. We don't do that. Now you can do that, I guess.
This is in our race for 3rd and 4th in this group. Tendo Mukahanana is rider number 19. She's closer to the rail and a little bit behind her competitor in this round, William Huang. Tendo, a national champion for sprinting and in Canada. He's had some success over the past couple of years being a junior takeover competitor, as well as some other events we've seen her down here for. William Wong, up and coming for the Jerry Baker Juniors, is showing some great speed today. Set a very quick time for his flying 200, so he's hoping to find some success here against the very well-experienced Tendo. Let's go head-to-head here. Controlling Tendo right now with position, trying to keep that rear wheel just over her front wheel. She gets out behind. She'll dive the sprinter's lane. It slows her down. That gives William the chance to find that rear wheel very quickly. He's not going to wait. He's just going to get going as fast as he can. He's trying to hear top speed as he hits the 200-meter line. And he'll rocket it into turn 3, and that looks like that'll be enough to close down this good race for these two junior competitors. Great racing today. For 1st and 2nd overall in our category today for Team Epic is Gavin Newman in position 1, number 137. Right behind him in the black and red for Edge Cycling, Kai Fan. Your top 2 seeds from the Flying 200 today, so it's not a foregone conclusion, but it seems right that these two will match up in their final heat for Group A as our fastest 2 out of the qualifiers. Gavin not really styling himself as a pure sprinter, getting good experience today. He's races pretty frequently in our category 1-2 field on Friday nights when he can make it up here. That's part of Team Epic. He upgraded last year. So he's a good overall competitor, and we saw some great grit from him on Friday as watched him compete in a pretty quick field, get lots of points in the points race. He's an all-around good racer. I've seen Kai today just really for the first time getting to watch this rider for Edge Cycling. Clearly a very serious, focused rider for sprints. He's looks like he's really in the game to win this thing. Great top speed, as we saw early today. He's going to jump Newman early. Now Newman's got the tough job of closing down about 4 bike lengths. Nice jump out of turn 4. Really fast for Kai to get up on top of everything. And now it's an all-out effort for Newman just to see if he can claw his way back in. He is starting to close the gap. He has good speed. He should start feeling the benefit of the slipstream right about here. And should be able to make the catch in the pass just in time. Kai with a great race and a good tactic. Newman, fortunately for him, he has enough speed to respond and get back up there. Made that a tricky one. And a nice final race for our Group A as all those riders are wrapped up for now, as we'll go into Group B, our first heat. This will be the race for their 7th and 8th. This is Noah Barton, number 619. Cody Cheng, 427. Another blisteringly fast first 200 meters. It's been a long weekend of racing. Barton in the front position right now, taking it very slow. That's it. That is where's the gun? Boom, boom. You're done. We're done. Restart. You did not make it to the 200-meter line. You're going too slow, too early. Come on back. Pursuit line, thank you. Bang, bang, restart. Too slow. Come on back over, you two. You get restarted. Let's go. By the rules, because it's the job of the rider in lane 1 to maintain that tempo, it will basically give rider 2 in position 2 the choice if they would like to stay in second or take the front. So Cody has the choice whether he wants to swap positions or not. The fault lies with the rider in position 1. So the riders will stay in the same order. We're still in the front. And they make it this time to the pursuit line without fault. Barton riding at the blue line. Chang well up there at the railing. Their final lap of racing today.
Watch the door.
Barton in good position here. But with the elevation that Cody has, he has opportunity to get aggressive here. Barton goes up a little bit, could leave the under open, and Cody will stay above. Nice run at it through turn 2. Cody comes down to the sprinter's lane, closes that door into turn 2, or into turn 3, pardon me. Barton up and out of the saddle, thinks he still has a bit more acceleration here to come around one more time. Whoa! On the inside, I think, but nice effort from Barton to come back into it. He did not give up on that race all the way through. Dynamic situation there. Well raced for those two juniors. That's why they're taking the first 200 meters so seriously. They were ready to race. They showed up to fight. Love it. Yes. Both the beginning and the end of that race was very good. Owen Chen and Ryder Carlson go head-to-head for the race for 5th and 6th place. Owen Chen in the front position with the kit for triple shot. For Team Epic is Carlson up along the rail right behind him.
So like right about here, I want.
Group C should be getting ready here. Coming over towards the ready area soon. Group C. We got a couple more heats before you're up. Group C. Good time to start getting ready. Carlson starting to get things up to speed. Owen Chen now in the second position. Getting right into that slipstream, though, and trying to be small right behind Carlson. Just letting it ride for now. No real threat yet. Carlson's still at about 65-70%. He still has plenty more acceleration to go. Backing off on the back straight even. The race slowing back down. Carlson's going to make this as short as he can, it looks like. He's just going to keep shortening the race and waiting for the jump until he feels like he can win it. So now he'll take it with about 150 left. Chen around the corner, onto the home straight. Whoa! I think it might have been Carlson. Nice. Wasn't sure that was going to pay off for the rider in the front there, but Carlson manages to, I think he pulls it out. Confirmed it was Ryder Carlson for the previous ride. Good competition for those two once again. Your final round of sprinting looking good here for the juniors. Maxim Smagley is 421 in the front position, right in front of number 412, Sean Gata, both for the Jerry Baker Juniors. This is what will be considered for 3rd and 4th in this group. The 1st and 2nd place ride, and then we'll move into Group C right after that.
I didn't sense any fire.
Smagley on the front looking where Sean's at. He's moved himself just above him now. Both riders kind of hovering around the blue line as we hit turn 1. Both keeping it pretty consistent here. Although Maxim's left guessing a little bit. He keeps looking over both shoulders, trying to make sure he doesn't get surprised by Gata moving underneath him. Moderate tempo as they hit the middle of the back straight. Now from the front, Smagley a little bit out of the saddle for just a second. Gata's going to come down the sprinter's lane. He should have enough acceleration here to challenge around the corner. Looks like he'll fight for it. Smagley trying to hold on. And Gata looking very smooth. No problem for him to take over in the final 50 meters.
He really waited. He backed off. I appreciate the
race for first and second in the group. Now getting their start. For triple shot, that's Tim Wong in number 452. Grace Edwards, number 21. Directly behind. Group C is on deck. Remember, there's only 3 heats for Group C, so Group D, we are not too far away.
One, and two, didn't realize that there was a missing chip. And so when you didn't pick, there was actually nothing in the bag. Oh. So it wasn't random.
Okay.
Tim Wong on the inside position here, controlling the track. Edwards up along the rail right now. No lane to the left right now for Grace. He's forced to kind of stay along the shadow there of the rail for now. Maintaining that position, very consistent through the turn. Both riders, no real sense of acceleration now. A little bit following the hill down into the flat. Here comes the acceleration, the jump from the inside rider. That's going to be from triple shot, taking over in the sprinter's lane. Grace has time, may not be able to get enough acceleration. A little bit too much of a gap here. And the win will come from the front there. And Tim for triple shot takes the heat. Nice ride for both of them. Group C, our group of 3 riders here, is our first heat. Our round robin format for this race coming to the rail now. Our first heat for Group C's final round. In this group, we got Matthew Ishikawa, Oliver Latinsky, and Julia Barna. Barna, the rider closest to the front, up along the rail. Just behind and to the left is Oliver Latinsky. Behind them both is Ishikawa. And these 3 will be racing in their group for first, second, third across the finish line. So their finish order will determine top 3 for Group C. Latinsky making this a pretty long lap. He'll get started out in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Still has some more speed to go. Still ramping things up a little bit. And sense that this is the all-out move, though. Latinsky staying on the pedals, trying to keep it quick. Ishikawa well into that slipstream of Latinsky, who comes out of the sprinter's lane a little bit on the back straight, looking for where the challenge is going to come from. Barna starting to move up now next to challenge. Latinsky's won quite a few laps here this weekend from the front like this. Here comes Julia Barna trying to make a challenge of it. Everybody's trying to get to the line. Ooh, Latinsky has enough. Making it fast from the front's worked from him all weekend long. That one pays off one more time. Heats 2 of Group C now coming up to the rail. Finlayson Blake is up at the front for this group, followed by Gavin Fairbanks, and in the back that's Sarah Lynch in their final race today for the sprints. In our simulated groups, this is 4th, 5th, 6th. Finlayson getting the lap started pretty quick. He's in the lead still as they roll down, get into that pursuit line. And Lynch leaving just a little bit of running room here, but all our riders up to good speed. Now nice close positioning as we come into turn 4. Finlayson wants to stay in the front, won't let anybody take it from him, so accelerates from the front now, feeling the pressure from Lynch, who looked like she might go underneath and try to take over at the front of the group. Finlayson down the back straight, still in control. Everybody's still in single file behind him. Fairbanks getting left a little bit here. Lynch trying to come up above the red line. Fairbanks now at the blue line. Blake, oh, the way. Can Lynch get? I think Lynch will have this one. Fairbanks timing that pretty nicely, too. Not quite able to beat his teammate. Lynch being patient there behind Finlayson all the way around the track. And the win. Your final group for Heat C on track now at the rail. Gabby St. Clair, number 17 in the group, in the blue rider at the front. Right next door to Javi Mejia for 35. Arden Lucier for Team Epic is also in the group. There's your last three. This will be in our simulated races today, 7th, 8th, and 9th for their category. Group D is all in the ready area now. Group E should be getting ready soon. Group E, we don't need you over here just yet, but please be getting ready. Javi's sort of taken over at the front, just inside of St. Clair. Continues to be up along the railing. The Portland rider behind both. And the bell's ringing for one to go as Lucier comes up to the front. Your rider for Team Epic taking over on this one. Great positioning as he comes across the line. St. Clair showing some fight here, not letting this one get away too far from her, but Lucier on the move. St. Clair starting to close a little bit here. Almost to that wheel. That's a big fight just to get back up here. St. Clair fighting for every inch. Gabby almost getting there. Great fight all the way around. Lucier with the timed attack out of turn 4 finds the victory. Group D getting started here. Your next group of 3 on the rail. Make it 4. I can count. We've got 22, Charlie Petard at the front of the group. Right behind her in the lineup was Clark Hoffman. Stella Cafiso, number 218. Ben Zhang, number 602. The ride for 1st through 4th. So we've turned 4 heats to 3. These are 4-up rides. So we've got 6 heats remaining today. 3 for this group and 3 for the next. And that'll wrap things up for Junior Takeover and our fun day of sprinting. Petard on the lead of the lap still. Again, this race for 1st through 4th for their respective category. Petard will get things started as well. In the lead position, why not go on the attack first? 218 holding on nicely here as they head into the turn. That's Cafiso. Leaving a bit of a gap now, though, as Petard on the attack really took charge of this particular race. Clark starting to find his way back up here. Should hit the wheel at about the right time. Hoffman trying to come around the corner and challenge Petard. A fast lap here, and I think he's able to find it just enough, about a half a bike. Group D making it look fast here. Here comes your next heat. We've got one more heat for Group D. I need all Group E riders to the ready area. All Group E riders should now be to the ready area. The front of the group, that's Helena Stedman, number 225. Right behind is 603, Joshua Hunter. 203 is Renna Fuller. And we got Sophia Avery, 626, as the 4th rider in that lineup. 5th through 8th, the line for heat On deck will be 4 more riders, the final heat for Group D. Before we get into our final group, Group E is in the ready area now. Group E, all in the ready area. Stedman in the lead of the lap right now, still, as everybody's kind of floating around the middle of the track. A little bit of movement up and down all around. Renna Fuller finds her way through the middle of it and takes a spinner's lane. A nice aggressive move in this group of 4. Hunter following the wheel, trying to hold on to her acceleration, but Fuller just setting this up really nicely for herself. Can Joshua catch and challenge for the front of this group? The move out of turn 4 playing nicely today in these large groups. Renna Fuller takes charge of the lap and gets a nice finish here. And our final heat for Group D. 9th through 12th to be sorted out here in our group. Thomas Hunter at the front of the lineup right now. 201 is Hazel Baker. 223 is Lola Warbeck. And finally, Owen Fuller, number 601. 2 fast laps around the track for these 4. Their last lap of racing today. We just got 3 heats remaining after this. Lola Warbeck starting to position herself high along the rail there. You ride it for triple shot, moving up a little bit. The rest of the field starting to watch the movement. No all-out sprint yet. 6:11 at the blue line. Kind of in control of the position right now is Thomas Hunter. Warbeck and Hunter still serving as the front. There's the first jump underneath. Hazel Baker getting things going. Now Warbeck from the high position on the track will try to take over the sprinter's lane coming into turn 3. Owen Fuller challenging all the way to the line. And it looks like Owen on the outside will get it. And Group E, your first heat of 3 coming up. This race for 1st through 4th. Riders now coming up to the rail. Maya Reddy, number 210 at the front of the group. You got Madalena Dodd, Shaurya Patel, Sparsh Patel, all in this group in their race for 1st through 4th for Group E. The Patels are at the back of the field right now, lined up behind Maya Reddy. It's Dodd starting to pull away on the front. This is a good move, as already has a little bit of a gap on the rest of the challengers here. Might just need to stay on the pedals a little bit. This could work out very well for Dodd now. Bell's ringing. Shaurya, 629, still thinking about accelerating, but kind of maybe paying too much attention to the riders behind and forgetting about the rider in front. You can race your family anytime. Go get Dodd. What are you doing? All right, well, I guess that's one way it goes. Nicely done here from Dodd to just pull away from the competition. Nice strong lap, and it pays off very well. And here comes the rest of your finishers here in this first heat for Group E. Next heat, come on down. Let's go. Heat 2 for Group E. Racing 5th through 8th.
There's no way to.
BenQ number 630 is the rider in the front position. Number 625 is Diego Avery. We have Nolan Chang, number 620 at the back of the group. Right in front of him, Royce Chan, number 610. Going out for 5th through 8th in their group.
Yeah, and I think
Over each shoulder, you can see top 3 for all categories, right? They're all already set, right?
Bells ringing, 1 to go. Looks like Royce has made his way to the front to lead the lap. I think that's Diego, the only rider kind of out of the sprinters lane, a little bit higher positioning as they go through the turns. The rest of the Jerry Baker Juniors a little bit lower on the track. Starting to collapse in on your leader now as we head down the back straight. That's a lot of black and blue and red-ish helmets. I can see which one's the orange one, though. I know that that's of the Avery family. And it looks like your orange helmet's going to take charge here. And we'll find the win in this heat. And our final heat today. Uh-oh. Is this a fast lap right for the get-go? Godbout just getting started pretty fast. No one's responding yet. Thomas is gonna go, go, go. I don't think this is a fake. I think this is like time to go fast. Also racing at the blue line. There we go. Down the lane goes Thomas. Nicely done. Next up on the track, Caden's trying to catch back up to the speedy attack here. Right behind Cadence, I think that's Evan Flom waiting to get this thing started. Eva Magnuson got a little left behind from the attack from Godbout, who's still rolling here. 1 to go, our final lap of the Junior Takeover. Godbout is playing this pretty well. Takes off from the gun and just won't look back. Nicely done. We will podium for each category separately. So top 3 from each category. We'll ask you to come over for a quick podium. I will start announcing those shortly, so be ready for that. Nice job for our last riders here. Yep, we got the green latrine is almost in the podium picture. Just a little bit. It's a little off center. Can you bring a little more forward there? All right. All right, everybody. That's the last bit of competition for this year's Junior Takeover. We're going to do your podiums are going to be in just a minute. If you're top 3 in your category, please be ready for podiums. Thank you. No.
Who's supposed to know?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's do some podiums. Are we ready for podiums? Where's Amara? We ready? Group A, come on over. Group A, top 3. Group A, top 3 to the podium. All top 3s start heading there, please. And I'll announce in order of Group A through E. All top 3s for the groups, please start heading to the podium now. All top 3s for the groups, start heading to the podium now. Group A first. All groups top 3 to the podium, please. T minus 10 for starting here.
Sorry, I'm not gonna.
You're good.
Yeah, I just got myself.
Group A, your top 3. For Jay Baker Juniors in third, William Huang. For Edge Cycling in second, Kai Afan. And in first, for East Portland Youth Cycling, Gavin Newman. Gavin. Top three for all groups. Please be ready. Group B. In third for Jay Baker Jr. is Sean Gata. For BBC Devo in second, Grace Edwards. And for Triple Shot Cycling in first, Tim Wong. All top threes to the podiums. All top threes. Don't miss your call. Group C, top three. In third, Matthew Ishikawa. In second, Julia Barna. And in first, Oliver Litinsky. And Group D. In third, Ben Zhang. In second, Charlie Petard. And in first, Clark Hoffman.
He did. I'm not sure where he had it now, though. That's the problem. We have water around. Axel. Yep, someone got his water.
And finally for Group E. In third place, Shoria Patel. In second, Sparsh Patel. And in first, Madalena Dodd. Who else do you need? First, oh, Dodd. Where's Madeline Dodd? Dodd. Got it. We got it. All right.
Hi, this is Lister from Triple Shot in Victoria. If you could stick around for 30 seconds more, we'd like to say a big thank you to Amara and all of the Jerry Baker Velodrome volunteers and families for hosting us. And Amara, I wonder if you could go up on the podium. Amara's amazing, and I hope everybody in Jerry Baker knows it. We only get a taste of it once a year, but we wish we had more of it. Thank you very much, Amara. It was wonderful. Thank you for all your work. Bye-bye.
All right, and that just about wrapped things up. It's my job to be the voice for the Velodrome, so thanks back to everybody else for making the trip here once again to Marymore Park, being a part of this tradition that we've now started. What a great group of families, what a great attendance we've had this year. So many fantastic young riders and a great community here. Thank you to our local staff for supporting all these kids all weekend. Thank you for our officials for making this session and all the ones before safe and fast and well run. Thank you, of course, to our volunteers behind the scene, all supporting all these things. And thank you one more time, thanks to all the great juniors for great racing this weekend. We hope that we'll see many of you here for some more racing later on this year for Nationals. I know many of you will be making your way back. And, of course, anytime we can have you out here, hopefully we can count you in for another year of Junior Takeover a year from now. And with that, I think we'll be turning off all of the sound system, shutting things down a little bit, starting to clean up around here. Thank you once again, everybody. We will see you around. Take care.